What is up, guys? Your boy Steve, also known as Steve the Reaper. Follow me on Twitter at STDXReapers, which is on the screen right now. Let's get right into this video. So, judging by the title of this video, and judging by what you're seeing on the screen right now, and also let me know what you guys think of this backdrop. This is kind of what I'm doing right now. I'm working on a few other, I'm working on getting better backgrounds, hopefully, in the near future. But you're probably wondering, Steve, you already covered the features of WWE 2K16. Why are you doing it again? Well, as you can see, it's the official feature summary from 2K Games themselves. They released this this update on their website yesterday. So, at the time of recording this, I don't know when I'm going to get it out. It's the 8th of August, and they released it on the 7th. Oh, excuse me. So, I'll leave the link in the description below for, if you guys want to read along, you can choose to do so. But I'll kind of be skimming the article to, touch on certain things and then maybe go back and touch on a few other things. I apologize for any background and noise that you may hear. For whatever reason, I feel like it's a good time to record when people are doing things, and especially when my washer's going off or running or something. Anyways, enough of me talking about personal stuff. Let's get into the official feature summary from 2K Games. So, as you know, 2K16 is going to be available on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3, Xbox One, and Xbox 360. It will be released on October 27th of this year in the United States, and then on the 30th of this year internationally. So, as you know, it's going to have the largest roster ever. It's going to have over more than 120 unique playable characters. And they actually added this in, and we didn't, we kind of had speculation, we kind of didn't. But the roster contains an unprecedented, and I should probably quote this, quote, "The roster contains an unprecedented combination of current WWE superstars and divas, emerging NXT talent," which is big news. We're finally going to get an NXT roster, WWE Hall of Famers, and WWE alumni from multiple eras, unquote. Let's let this sink in. So we're finally going to get a set NXT roster, which is amazing. I mean, judging by the fact that we have Finn Balor, I mean, that's really promising. So NXT, an official NXT division, is finally coming to WWE 2K16. We've all been asking for this since 2K15 or 2K14, and so now we'll actually be able to have a NXT show using NXT superstars in the WWE Universe mode, which is pretty exciting. And then WWE Hall of Famers, and then WWE alumni from multiple eras. So this could be interesting. They could be going around with the Attitude Era, the Ruthless Aggression Era, the New Age Era, I think that's what it was called. I'm kind of going off of the 30 years of WrestleMania. But anyways, multiple eras. So we will probably see some superstars from the Attitude Era, which I wouldn't doubt because Stone Cold did it. But not only that, but we'll see it from Ruthless Aggression, hopefully, and then other eras. So we could be seeing some older superstars in 2K16, which will be pretty good. Now, whether it be unlockables or DLC, that is yet to be seen or stated by 2K, but we shall see in the upcoming months. I'm sure they'll announce it soon. If you pre-order the game, you can play as the Terminator. We already knew that. 2K Showcase is returning, which honestly I was a bit skeptical about 2K Showcase, but they made it work. It wasn't the traditional story mode, but I guess they kind of replaced that with My Career. Speaking of which, My Career, as we know, is returning. Quote, "The franchise's career-driven mode, now in its second year, will see players define their legacies by making critical choices while rising through the ranks from NXT to WWE to earn a spot in the WWE Hall of Fame." So it's actually going further than it did in 2K15. If you had the next gen, you'll actually go further into the Hall of Fame, go further, you'll be inducted into the Hall of Fame, which would be pretty cool for any wrestling fan's dream. In addition, they will train, compete against others, conduct personality-driven interviews, interview with rivals, and or form the ultimate tag team. So, conducting personality-driven interviews. Now, whether I'm sure it would be like pre-choices that they have set up, or yeah, I'm pretty sure they would just have like multiple choices, like predetermined choices and whatnot. But still, the fact that you can like do interviews for my career, it's just taking everything to a whole new level. It's what we all wanted. I'm pretty sure what we all wanted to see, and it's just such a cool feature. And then forming the ultimate tag team, we couldn't do that in 2K15, but now we can, so it's awesome. They're reintroducing the creation suite, so create a diva, create a championship, create an arena, create a show. There's been improvements to create a superstar, create an entrance, superstar studio, and community creations. So that's pretty exciting. They talk about WWE Universe mode, quote, WWE 2K16 makes core improvements to stories, rivals, and match card selections. In addition, for the first time, superstars can be assigned to multiple shows, enabling players to have a broader experience, which is really awesome. They talk about online a little bit, quote, completely overhauled based on fan feedback. WWE 2K16 will provide users with multiple ways to play online with the WWE games community, including an improved matchmaking system. Personally, I never touched WWE Online for like the 2K games, or that I did once. I'm pretty sure with 2K14. But you have to like set your server, like your connection, so that way you could have good connection. It was really weird, so hopefully they fix that. They touched on the soundtracks in this game, quote, players can customize their in-game music through the addition of superstar entrance music to WWE 2K16 Jukebox, so Jukebox is returning. Additional in-game music will be announced later this year, unquote. So the jukebox for Superstar Music is finally returning. That's one thing that I missed about 2K15 was that it was just bands. And as much as I liked listening to Avenged Sevenfold, Florida Georgia Line, Big Smo, I really want to hear Superstar entrance themes. So that way I can binge listen to Finn Balor's entrance theme all the time on the main menu. I know, I'm a WWE nerd. Kind of, sort of. Anyway, gameplay improvements. They touched on improved controls. So, apparently when you customize your superstar, you can focus on specific strikes and grapples, which is awesome. There's new attack positions, so you can strike them when you're sitting down. Well, okay, lying down when, they body slam you or something. You can increase options for how players attack while experiencing greatly improved attacks outside the ring near the barricades. Opponents will now react more accurately to their environment. So, as you guys can see, just reading through the article, listening to me talk, they're trying to make the simulation as real as possible, and I really commend 2K for doing that. There's the new reversal system, so there's a limited amount of reversal systems, and it changes throughout the match. The reversals do recharge over time, meaning players might not want to simply try and reverse every attack, which is good. In addition, WWE 2K16 introduces major and minor reversals for select moves, which is really weird. Major reversals are more challenging to perform, however, they yield a much greater reward than damage, which is interesting. We shall see what that reward is. Maybe VC. Just kidding. If it is VC, then cool, but I doubt it. That was just a joke. Successful major reversals weaken the opponent in various ways and provide a new way to swing the momentum of the match in one's favor. Now, they didn't touch this in the Wrestling News Source article, and that's a new pin system. So apparently there's going to be new pin variations and new variations of like reactions. If the opponent kicks out, a superstar may react to the near pinfall and gestured, I'm sorry if I can't pronounce that word right, to the referee in frustration, so that's awesome. In addition, WWE 2K16 introduces dirty pins and rope breaks, which is awesome. I'm sure it's more accurate pin breaks and dirty pins. Rope breaks are another way to get out of the pin, but relying on the... Okay, so there is a chance the referee may see this and call off the pin attempt. Rope breaks are another way to get out of the pin attempt, but rely on the referee seeing the player grab the ropes, which is good, because it almost seemed like that was broken in past WWE games. In line with WWE live events and programming, there's no guarantee what the referee is going to see during the match. So that's awesome. That like if you're playing online with your buddies and like you get a really nasty pin on someone and the referee doesn't see that, that's going to be so awesome if you're able to pull that off. But just be warned that your friendships may be ruined. Chain wrestling is back. I'm pretty sure that worked out really well. So it's more improved, which is awesome. Let's read a little bit about that. Some more new positions and attributes allow players to distinguish superstars from one another. There can also be ties during a lockup. During the tie, there can be a clean break from the tie-up or a cheap shot from either the player or the opponent. So really, it's kind of interesting that you can deliver a low blow to your opponents. Working holds. I'm pretty sure they touched on this in the article. Anyway, working holds are new for WWE 2K16. Players with a way to regain stamina while depleting their opponent's stamina. While depleting their opponent's stamina, just like on WWE programming, working holds provide a way to collect oneself in the middle or late part of the match and prepare. Geez, if I could talk, for the next point of attack. Improved AI. Basically, managers are more useful and they're not just bodyguards at the side of the ring, which is helpful. Improved AI for tag teams, which is good. Superstars trying to do something in WWE games, yeah! More match types have been added. Dynamic entrances. So, with the improved presentation flow for matches, players are now able to take control of their superstars during the entrances and have the option to attack their opponents before the match even starts. Why wait for the bell? In WWE 2K16, players can decide when they are ready for action. So whether this I know that they introduced something like that in the SmackDown vs. Raw versions of Wii versions for WWE games, where you could control the superstars' entrances, like what motions they make, but you were never able to really attack your opponents before the match starts. So if you are able to fully control your superstars' entrance, that would be pretty cool. I don't know if they'll press A if you want to attack your opponent right now. I hope, there's so much that you can imagine, and I want to keep my expectations low in case that's not the case, so that way I'm not disappointed. But oh my god, 2K's giving us a reason to actually set our expectations high for 2K16, which is awesome. New submission system, so there's more moves. The new commentary team, we knew that. Visual upgrades. Let's actually talk about the visual upgrades, because we never really covered this. Quote, this year's title features several thousand new animations. Oh my god. That's more than 2,000. I don't know. WWE Superstar and Diva appearances have also been updated, including implementation of full cloth physics system, enabling attire to appear and respond as realistically as possible, blah blah blah. Broadcast presentation. Here's big news. Gone are loading screens between entrances and the start of matches, which is awesome. Instead, the camera pans the arena and over to the commentary team for the thoughts on the upcoming match. Significant improvements were also made to overall match presentation and flow, including new crowd members. So they're making it an actual simulation of what an actual WWE match would look like, what Raw would look like, what SmackDown would look like, what NXT would look like, what pay-per-views would look like. So all of this news is really awesome. I'm shocked. Okay, I shouldn't say shocked, but I'm like in awe with the amount of news that we've been presented by 2K themselves. They are really taking 2K16 to the next level, and I love it. I can't wait to get my hands on the game when it comes out, or they release a demo, which they really should. If they do end up releasing a demo, you can bet I'll be downloading it and covering it on my channel. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to slam that like button below. Subscribe to make sure this video gets on your sub box, and don't get to follow me on Twitter, which is on the screen right now, for the latest updates. And don't get to let me know what your thoughts are on 2K16 so far. Will you guys be getting it? And what new feature are you excited about the most? I mean, we covered a lot of features, so you can even name off like a lot. You can say all of them if you wanted to. But I love the fan interaction, so make sure you guys let me know, and I will see you guys in my